Down to a session of profit booking for our markets. The Nifty closes above 22,000, but it's a cut of about 63 points, 180 points lower on the Sensex. And this follows 2 days of good gains on our markets. And again, the cut is not very deep. And from the day's low, which was sub 22,000, the markets did see some buying, and the last 2 hours have been fairly stable. Midcaps too end with losses of about 0.4% with a negative advance decline ratio. We had nearly 1,500 stocks closing in the red for about 650 stocks in the green. The big losers came in from the realty, IT, pharma. These were the top 3 sectoral indices which ended deeply in the red. Realty down 2%, IT, pharma down 1.5%. And on the gaining side, you had metals closing up with strength. In that, I think it's Tata Steel which catches your attention. Hindalco had a good day. ITC closing up smartly. Titan up 1.6%.
Well, in the broader markets, though you had the breadth of the market that was in favor of the number of stocks declining in comparison to the number of stocks that were advancing, but there were plenty of stocks that did do well. The new kid on the block, Jyoti CNC, it listed today and it listed in style, was up close to around 30% by the time we wound up. Then some of these PSU themes, well, they did well yet again. ITI, IRFC, both of them up 10 to around 15% odd. South Indian Bank as well did pretty well, and NFL. All of these I'm pointing out because they were the top volume traded stocks today. JM Financial as well up close to around 6% in today's trading session. And Tourism Finance, it followed up yesterday's 20% up move with a 3.5% up move in today's trading session. And Nalco, they're going in search of lithium in Argentina. Well, the street liked that. So that stock as well was up and about in today's trade. On the flip side, you had a few stocks that were under pressure. JP Associates was down in trade. Geo Financial Services was a little bit under the weather, and you had Vodafone Idea as well that pulled back close to around 5%.
Absolutely. I mean, so more red than green today is one of those days. Of course, I mean, we are wrapping up today's session, but very soon after this, you will have the big daddy of banking, HDFC Bank, which will report numbers, which I think should set the course, at least in the very near term, for the markets from here. So that's, I think, the bell which has gone off. And we'll end at just above 22,000 on the Nifty in terms of trade. Market breadth sharply in the red, as we've been pointing out for the last couple of hours. I think it's a wrap on this edition of Closing Bell from all of us here. It's goodbye. Thanks very much for staying with us. Markets forward, though, will